Hey everyone, and welcome to not only a new video, but also a new channel, Cyan Japan, where you guessed it, I'm going to be dedicating my content to making videos about my experiences in Japan. In early March, next month, I'm going to be moving out there for a whole year on a 12-month working holiday visa, which is awesome. And because I'm from the UK, it's something that we can get. I know a lot of other countries actually struggle to get this type of visa. I think the US can't even get it at all, which is surprising. So I'm very fortunate that the UK has got good connections with Japan and that we're able to do this 12-month working holiday visa. So I wanted to start this channel by just talking through some of my experiences to why I'm making the channel, what my plans are, and sort of how the process of going for the visa ended up panning out as a little bit of advice for anyone who might also be interested in doing it. So I'm going for 12 months on a working holiday visa. The reason I'm doing the 12-month working holiday visa is because I've been to Japan 3 times before on holiday for like 2 weeks at a time, and I absolutely love it. So much so that I thought I need to go for a full year, and I'm finally in a position where I can actually make it happen. So the stars are sort of aligning for it to occur. So I'm going for it. I'm also 30, which is means I'm in the final year of being able to qualify for the 12 months. So I'm just full sending it really. And my plan is to go over there. I'm not going to be teaching English. I'm going to be full time streaming and making YouTube content. So I have a main channel dedicated to MMO gameplay, so World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy 14. And that, plus my Twitch stream, which again is dedicated to those two games, is enabling me to be able to go to Japan and do that whilst I'm there. And hopefully that should all continue to be successful. Fingers crossed. But on this channel, I want to dedicate it exclusively just to my experiences in Japan, going around, traveling, seeing different sites, trying different foods, all that kind of stuff that you get probably from a lot of the other channels of people visiting Japan. But this time it'll be me doing it, not someone else, so you'll have a different face. Now, I don't speak any Japanese as well, so it should be fun. I've been teaching myself, I've been studying Japanese, I've learned all my kana in like 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, and then since then I've been learning vocabulary, learning some of the grammatical sort of uses. Sentence structure is different, that kind of thing. Kanji, I have not begun on yet because there's thousands of them and my brain will explode. But I'm getting there slowly and steadily. And if you want any tips on how I've been learning Japanese self-taught, like very quickly, then by all means ask in the comment section, and I'll happily post some links and stuff. I might even post them in the description anyway, just for people that are wanting to learn Japanese and get started. It's actually really awesome learning Japanese because very quickly you can get to a point where you can actually read everything and you can understand a lot of certain aspects of Japanese text. So I can read a lot of stuff in Japanese now, and pretty much like most things except for kanji, but I don't necessarily understand it. However, a lot of the westernized words, and if you're ordering off like food menus, say from like McDonald's or something, then I'll be able to not only read but also understand because a lot of it is phonetic, based on the English use of these words or the English namings of these words. So that's been a really fun experience. It's been really like encouraging, just getting to grips with Japanese and learning a bit more as I go, and sort of getting that instant gratification and instant reward. So that's been really fun. So I've been doing that. I also obviously had to apply for my visa. That was a whole process that took. It only took like a couple weeks, start to finish. So it wasn't too bad at all. Everything went more or less as planned, and me and a couple of my friends were actually able to get our visas, which was awesome. So I'm going to be going with a few friends. I also have a couple of friends that are already over there. So my plan when I am there is to tour around Japan somewhat, like on my weekends. So Monday to Friday I'll be streaming and making YouTube content, and then on my weekends or a couple times a month go places away from Osaka and go around Japan for various things, various days out. So that's my plan, and I'm really looking forward to that. I also plan on, and obviously I'll be making YouTube content on all of it. I also plan on potentially doing some live streams when I feel comfortable, with the YouTube stuff. Like, I want to get comfortable just filming in Japan before I start live streaming, because that's a little bit daunting. But also, I plan on like joining the gym, joining a football team. So I'm trying to join a football league at the moment as well, trying to get some organized football going on. So again, really looking forward to that. I want to really embrace a lot of experiences whilst I'm in Japan, and not just sort of sit in my room and play video games all day and make it seem as if I may as well just be in England. You know what I mean? I want to actually be in Japan and experience the full extent of socializing with people, connecting with people, going out of my way to make myself feel uncomfortable. So I'm going to try and speak as much Japanese as I can. But we will see how that goes, which should be good fun. So that's sort of what I'm going to be doing when I'm over there. And my reasons as to like going is just it's a once in a lifetime opportunity literally for me now, because there's no other chance I'm going to be able to go. So I'm just like making it happen. I also just think it would be really cool to do 12 months of YouTube and content whilst I'm over there, and then see how this channel develops. And who knows, maybe this channel might be really successful. And then I might even be a full-time Japan tourist, you know? That's my main content. And no longer must I play World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy. Who knows? So that's like my plan. Those are my reasons for really going. And why now? Well, because my landlord's selling the house that I live in. So I've got to move house. So I may as well move continent and to the other side of the world, to a different country. May as well, right? Because it's pretty much the same. Moving house, down the street, moving across to the other side of the world. May as well. And yeah, it just sort of stars aligned with my friends going and stuff, so it just made sense. Now, the visa process itself, like the whole process itself was very quick and easy, as I say. And there are a couple things, couple conditions. You need to be between 18 and 30. You can't. I think there are some other conditions as well. I don't actually remember all of them off the top of my head. All I remember is that I just had to not be old or too young. And luckily, I was in the Goldilocks point, so that's good. The application itself is super easy. If you just go onto the embassy website, like the Japanese embassy website, there's all the information there for the 12-month working holiday visa specifically. That's the one that you want if you're from the UK. And you put in some information, you give them like a CV, you give them an application form, which is super straightforward stuff, and then an essay on why you want to go. And then this is really important actually, it lists on the website about how you need to list or outline some activities that you're going to do whilst you're there, but that's not what they want. They want time scale. They want to know, like, right, when do you land? Where are you going to be? What are you going to be doing when you're there? And then the next, like, how long are you doing that for? Is that like a 2-month, 3-month, 4-month? Like, how long are you doing that for? And then the next one, right? Then where are you going to move to? Then where are you going to be? What are you going to be doing? So that was a little bit more of an official sort of rough timetable. But for my application, I actually didn't realize it was to that extent. I just outlined some activities, but they want they want sort of a rough time scale. So I was lucky enough to actually be able to do that whilst I was at the embassy giving my application in. The lady behind the counter was really nice, and she like helped me with it and allowed me to like put things down in an official form. So they are really helpful. Like if you do have things wrong with your application, they won't just accept it and then decline you. They will help you. At least this is in London, right? This is where the Japanese embassy is. It's down in London near Buckingham Palace. And so you can do the two at once. You can go see Buckingham Palace and then you can apply for your visa. But they are quite helpful with it, with the application process. They go through things with you. So don't be stressed if you are going to be applying and worrying about it. And then you give in your application. They tell you to come back in a week. Boom. There's your passport with your application either successful or not successful. Unsuccessful. But for me and my friends, like we just breezed past it. No worries, no problems. So it was a little bit of a scary week, but we nailed it. So that was good. The other thing as well is that they want you to show like £2,500 in your bank account if you don't have a flight ticket booked. But if you already have your flights booked, then you only need to show like 1,500 or something. So you do need to show a little bit of money in your account, a little bit of your earnings. And actually, they do ask for 3 months like bank statements so that they can see how your income has been over the last few months. But that's all pretty standard stuff, and I'm sure you probably wouldn't be going to be going to Japan without at least a bit of money together. But that was my experience for the visa. I did have some hiccups, as I say, but they were helpful with me, and they helped me out with my application, and so it all went smoothly. But that's the whole sort of process. Now I'm just trying to sell a whole house, trying to get rid of everything. This will all be gone, and then move over to Japan, which is going to be quite a fun experience. I'm probably going to try and document some of how I'm going to figure this out. I got to ship a whole PC. Like, this is the thing. Some of my friends that just go in there, they're going to be studying English. A lot of people I know, they go and they just study English when they're there, which is convenient. For me, I'm like, I've got to ship a bunch of stuff to do with my job. Like, I got to ship my whole PC and figure out what I'm going to do there and everything, and get everything up and running. So should be a daunting couple weeks when I'm in the process of flying to Japan and landing in Japan and getting my apartment and everything like that. If you want to see a video on the application process properly, and I can go through things like piece by piece, I'm happy to do that. Let me know. And then also, if you're interested in what like sort of the living situation is over there, how to go about getting an apartment and that kind of thing, I'll also try and make a video on that closer to the time when I've actually got something solid locked in. But I can take you through the process of how to go about looking for a place to live. But that's going to be pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to go through my first video of what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and how the whole thing got put together. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you haven't followed the channel already, please do. That'd be very helpful. And give the video a like and comment so it helps push it out to more people. And I'll see you again in the next video. If you have any ideas of things that you want to see, want to know about my experience before I'm leaving for Japan, then let me know. And if you have any fun ideas for when I'm in Japan, let me know as well. All right, take care.